What would you guys do with 1.5 billion ADA? Not a small amount anyways. Some people will say that's not worth much. We're talking, $500 million. What's up, guys? Luckside here. Welcome back to the channel. I want to discuss in this video this proposal that we're seeing to actually remove 1.5 billion ADA from the supply. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button below. Stay updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. Now, obviously, we have deployed the first part of the Chain hard fork. We're in a new era. We're in decentralization. And in just 90 days time, probably 87 days now, we're going to be in an area where we can actually vote on what to do with this 1.5 billion ADA in the treasury. There have been some garbage proposals and there have been probably some decent ones out there as well. But one proposal that is kind of going around the community right now is this burn of 1.5 billion tokens. So what that would actually do, guys, is it would be removing about a little less than 5% of the total circulating supply when it comes to ADA. It's 35.9 billion tokens currently out there. So you guys can do the math and figure that out yourself. So the questions are, first of all, is this something that is necessary? And second of all, is this something that would burn or would pump the price of ADA? And frankly, no. I don't think that supply is as big of a deal as some people do. People say, especially during times like these, oh, the supply is too big, it can't grow, all these things. Frankly, new adopters coming into the space, they don't care about the supply. The only time I've ever gotten weird about supply is on, I believe it was SafeMoon, which had like quadrillions of supply. It did not make sense to me. That is way too much to ever do anything meaningful. When we're talking about billions of supply like ADA has, that is not something that prevents it from going to $5, $10, $15, $30, $50, whatever, right? Over time, because it's not a mental barrier. Now, here's the thing. Burning supply doesn't necessarily pump price, all right? By itself, it doesn't pump price in general, right? You're just removing supply. Can it make supply move or a price move easier to the upside? Yes, it can. But is it that mental trigger that brings more adoption? Is it that mental trigger that brings more people into the Cardano ecosystem? And my answer is no. I think there are far better things that you can do with this 1.5 billion ADA. For example, you could create a buy and burn function. That would make a lot more sense. That is actually a lot more sustainable. And that you would actually see a removal of ADA supply over time, not to mention the actually buying of ADA is stimulating the ecosystem in general. Second of all, you could put it towards advertising. Not a lot of promotion, not a lot of advertising going on when it comes to ADA in general or Cardano in general. And frankly, the more optics you have, the better. We already know that Cardano has a very strong community, a foundation of users that frankly aren't going anywhere right now. And that's the reason why, despite us not really gaining a whole lot in terms of traction yet, it's the reason ADA and Cardano haven't died and gone away, which is a very key thing. It's a good launch pad for growth and development. And that's probably the third thing that you could do is you could focus on further development. You could focus on bringing other stables to the ecosystem, right? I know this has been a topic of discussion for quite some time, but if you want an instant liquidity boost, if you want an instant new pathway to ADA, you bring in new stables, you pay the fees. It is what it is. USDT, USDC, DAI, whatever it may be, but you tap into frankly billions of dollars of untapped liquidity. All right. If Cardano really does have superior tech, which I believe it does, it's got superior tech, superior scalability, it's got perfect security, then why not open up the doorways? Why not make it accessible to the people that are out in the space looking for a stable home? We've seen other blockchains start to take off and do well with some users basically migrating around the space, looking for opportunity. And there is a pool of untapped potential when it comes to Cardano. All right. I don't know if I still have this up. Anyways, whatever. I was going to pull up all the Cardano projects. I forget where it is. But anyways, hopefully you guys get the point. There are a lot of things that can be done with 1.5 billion ADA. And there are a lot more beneficial things that can be done with 1.5 billion ADA. I'm not saying allocate a huge portion of this to whatever we're doing, but little bits here and there, especially as the market improves, can go a long way towards helping really bring even further optics, further adoption, further utility to the Cardano ecosystem. But I want to hear you guys' thoughts below. Let me know what you think. Appreciate you guys as always. Have a great day. Show your love. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.